Joining me here on the Rich Eisen Show is my compadre from the NFL Network, Sunday game day morning, Michael Irvin, Canton class of 2007. 10 years, Irv.
Already.
10 years.
It's amazing.
And to your right, across from me, is a man who was inducted to the Pro Football Hall of Fame 2 years ago, also of the Dallas Cowboys. Together, Michael Irvin with Charles Haley. Good to see you, Charles. How are you?
For the record, I'm scared. I just want to put that out. We're on with Charles Haley. I just want to put that out.
You didn't give me my props.
Uh-oh.
I'm a Hall of Fame, but I'm a 5-time Super Bowl champion, too. You know what I'm saying?
5-time Super Bowl.
Yeah, I'm a badass.
I had Charles at my camp a couple weeks ago, and I introduced him as that. I said, everybody's talking about Tom Brady and his 5 rings. Charles had 5 rings before all of that. And not often I get to introduce someone that has more rings than I do. So it was cool to introduce Charles, even though I was worried about what he was going to tell my kids.
Now, Michael, you've known me for a very, very long time, okay? You've known my career.
Yes.
You were at my wedding day, of me and my beautiful wife, Susie, who had a birthday yesterday.
Happy birthday, Susie.
There you go. Of all the decisions that I have made, you've seen me make. Where does putting Charles Haley on a live radio show with no delay where does that stand right now?
I'm telling you, buddy, you don't know. Right. Well, it depends. Did you take your medicine today?
No.
Okay, you're in trouble. Okay.
Chuck is going to come out. Yeah. Hey, Rich, why you and Michael having this conversation? I thought you brought me here.
I brought
you
you in
him
here
all the time.
I know I do.
Okay, what kind of question you going to ask?
You're right. I am scared. I am
Here
scared.
it is, man.
How does it feel to be a returning Hall of Famer, Charles Haley?
It feels great. The best part of it is my 2 owners are here each year, and it's amazing what they brought to the table. Eddie, he was the 80s and Jerry in the 90s, and when I was with the 49ers, I didn't trust people, so I was very standoffish. So I didn't really get to know Mr. D, but I knew what he did for us. I knew what he did for people, and he was the most caring man I ever met in my life, and he's still that same way. And when I came to Dallas, after I had all that smoke at 49ers, dog, and then they put me on that plane, dog. And they told me don't come back. Okay, and so I came to Dallas, and Jerry met me at the airport. Jerry went down and got my with me, carried my luggage out. And I'm going like, this is not the damn owner of the Dallas Cowboys. And so we got in the car.
So what do you mean he carried your luggage for you?
He pulled, I had on rollers, but hey, bruh. That's why I said he wasn't the owner. I thought they were lying to me, dog. I thought they were doing something to a brother, dog. I'm going like, damn, I just got to Dallas and they playing tricks on me, And so we got in the car, and the hotel is probably 5 minutes away. It took an hour. He told me every mistake he made. He told me how much money he was hemorrhaging from the Cowboys, and he told me what his vision was. And then, just before I got the car, he said, I got your back. Man, I was dejected, but when he said that, man, I'm going like, okay, I'll fight for you, son. I'll fight for you, And then I got the opportunity to step out on the field with those guys out there like Michael. It was a bunch of thoroughbreds running. I'm like, oh, Lord. I said, we're going to have some fun now.
Yeah. What was it like, Michael, when he walked in? Yeah.
But what Charles talking about is it was interesting because those were the only 2 owners in our luncheon today.
That's alive.
And that's alive right now. But we talked about it. It's like you guys go tell the rest of these owners that it's a difference with guys like this because these guys here they went beyond just the football. With each player they had, they went beyond the football. They worked on the man. And we always talk about is this owner a football guy? Is this owner a football guy? Everybody know X's and O's, but not everybody know people, and that makes the difference, man. That was a great luncheon having Jerry in and the new class that's coming in. Our 3 guys from the network, and Kenny Easley and Morton Anderson, man. It was just a great luncheon and a great time.
Charles Haley and Michael Irvin together here on the Rich Eisen Show. But so what was it like when Charles walked through that door after all the battles that you had with the 49ers, and now he's got the star on the side of the helmet?
I remember when we first started playing, we were not that good, and Charles was playing, and behind him was Danny Stubblefield, who played with me at Miami. Right. And Stubby used to call me when we got ready to play. I'm talking, listen, Michael, listen, man. If you just come down and illegally crack back on Charles Haley, I'll pay you my game check if you just get him knocked out of the game. He hated Charles so much. This was before I met him. I didn't even know Chucky. And I could imagine what he must have done to Stubby, because Danny Stubblefield was crazy himself.
What did you do? Crazy. What did you do to him?
I didn't give him my damn job. You know what? I told him, hey, you're going to have to take this. And every day, you know what? You have to smash people. There's only one dog, one alpha dog, and you know it can't be two. So, so you know they learned that very quickly. And you know, the things in my life is consistency and hard work. You know, there's no easy way to be great, and guys want to skip all the way to being great and don't put the work in. And I don't stand for that. And, you know, there's repercussions to people's action.
Repercussions, and even if you are willing to put the work in, you still got to deal with repercussions. Charles is just going to be on you mentally all the time. And I'm serious. And we needed it, because we had a young group of guys, our young defensive line and everything. When Charles came in, I mean, he just took it to another level. Yeah, he came in, everybody was like, oh, my God. You know, we heard all the stories coming over from San Francisco.
I wonder were they true?
Yeah. Well, some things I wanted to ask, you know, about how did you really, you know, pee all in the man's car like that? Did you stand up in front of the man's car?
Yeah, he had a convertible.
They said we got.
Hold on a second.
The coach had a convertible, and you got mad, and you stood up on the car. That's what the stories were when you were coming in. We looking at you coming in the room like,
it was
man,
Tim
anybody got a convertible, you better put it up.
Hold on a second. So the story was that
Tim Harris. They said that I peed on Tim Harris in Tim Harris' car.
Okay.
Now, what happened was we were at Benny Hunter. Me and Tim. Hey, now they brought Tim in to take my job, and so he was another guy that had to learn that he ain't gonna do that. And so we would go there because traffic is real bad. So we went there and we were drunk. We go back to the facility, and the door's locked. And a brother had to pee, so I peed in between the car, and then. You know,
so how did it become a story, Charles Haley and Michael Irvin? How did it become a story that you peed in his car?
One of the security guys was looking at the camera and put the story out. Now, me and Tim are really great friends. You know, you pee in somebody's car, they ain't gonna be your friend. You know what I'm saying? You know?
Yeah, that would be called a friendship breaker.
Right.
Yeah. You know, but let me tell you something, man. The 49ers stood for something. You know, I was lucky enough to walk into a locker room with leaders. You know, these young guys don't even understand because they don't get to walk in with guys that are going to be in the Hall of Fame. And you know what? I'm bipolar. I did not understand me. All I understood is that you ain't going to call me out. You know, Ronnie, we was in a meeting and Ronnie got up. Ronnie Lott, yeah, he got up and, you know, he was criticizing. And, you know, that little, you know, Chuck came out. See, Charles was being calm, and then Ronnie did that. Then Chuck came out. So I walked outside the door, you know, and because, you know, I was trying to give him benefit of the doubt, man. I walked out there, and Chuck came out. Chuck told Ronnie, hey, next time you do that, I'm going to kill your ass. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I truly believe that I would have, because I don't take criticism well. Although Bill Walsh, when he was a coach, he told me criticism is just like beef jerky. It's hard to chew, but it has everything you need in it. And you need some damn criticism. I thought, oh, Lord, come on.
I want to take a 60-second break.
Why?
Can you? Well, because I have
It's a hell of
to.
an
I have to. It's I don't
That's
mean.
where you make your money?
Well, that's my beef
Oh,
jerky.
okay.
You know what I mean?
That's
Yes,
Charles,
it's
hard,
Rich.
you know what I mean?
You ain't got to be scared. That's not Chucky. You'll know when Chucky gets here. Thank you, Charles. Just stay Charles right now. And we'll be here 60 seconds later.
All right.
Hopefully Chucky won't be here.
We'll come
in
back.
60 seconds.
We'll
Hopefully.
Michael Irvin, Charles, not Chucky Haley, back here in 60 seconds here on the Rich Eisen Show. Conversation with Michael Irvin, Pro Football Hall of Famer, Canton class of 2007, and Charles Haley from a couple of years ago. You broke the dam. You got in, and then Eddie D got in, and now Jerry Jones has gotten in.
Hey, I didn't break the dam. Those guys deserve it. Their body of work speaks for themselves.
So now, do you think Jerry Jones is going to, because that's the conversation that's always had amongst Pro Football Hall of Famers, is who in the incoming class is going to cry during their speeches? Do you think Jerry Jones will break down?
I truly do, because you know what? If you ever talk to Jerry about his dad, oh my God, his dad, when his dad passed, he took us down. He flew all of us down to the funeral.
The team?
No, just a group of guys that he respected, and we went down, man. I mean, hey, and then he did another show, and I mean, he broke down, and it's understandable, when somebody impact your life like that, it's something special.
I tell you, I remember in 07 when my wife and I went into his office and I asked him to present us, at the hall. And when I walked in, of course, Jerry, he always wants to get the hard stuff out of the way. He's like, I walked in, he said, is everything okay? I said, boss, we're okay. Everything's good. There's no trouble. He said, oh, okay, then. What's up? What do you guys want to talk about? Right? I said, listen, well, we've been thinking about it, and my wife and I, and we want you to present us. And he started crying then. He was just so overwhelmed. And he said, Michael, you don't know what this means to me. He called his wife because he called her on the speakerphone. She was crying. My wife was crying. We were all crying in the room. I cannot imagine if that moment of me asking him to present me at the Hall of Fame made him tear up like that. And this moment is going to be that moment times 20 for him. I cannot imagine him not shedding a tear at that moment, and going through what all Charles was just talking about, remembering what I call all the miracles on your journey, all the people that help you get to where you are right now. And I'll say this, in the person that's presenting him. We could talk about Jerry Jones's accomplishments forever, but his greatest accomplishment was locking down Gene Jones. That's his greatest accomplishment, and she is going to be on stage. She is the ultimate class, beauty, style, everything. I liken her, Rich, to Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis. Everybody always talk about how style. That's who she is. I'm serious. You don't ever see her in public. She's always right there, and she's going to present him Saturday night. Watch what I tell you. There's no way he doesn't cry.
You're right over there, Charles?
What was all that, man?
I don't know, dog.
Gene is the greatest. I love him, man. I love wives that stick with it and stick through it no matter what. And she has done that, like my wife has.
Oh my God, your wife has, man.
So now what?
God.
Why?
Hey, you know what? Hey, you know what?
Wait.
Michael
Charles tells it like it is, doesn't he?
Michael wanted me to come down and talk to his kids about adversity.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So as I was driving down, when he called me and said that, I'm going like, what the hell he want me down here for? He could talk about adversity the rest of his life, So, but you know what? We all been through stuff. And you know what? It's either make you stronger or weaker. And those are giants that's in our life that we conquered. It didn't conquer us. We conquered it. And, it made us a better man. Hey, you know what? I stand here broken. And like I said, I'm bipolar. I've hurt my family. I've done it all, and I still stand tall. And like I tell people, it doesn't matter. That's not my blessing. My blessing is not the things I did in my past. My blessing is what I'm doing now, and that's Michael's blessing. You know what? We stumble, but you know what? We get back up, and we get back up because you know what? That's what we always done.
Charles Haley, Michael Irvin here on the Rich Eisen Show. How lit is the Jones party going to be tonight? Can you give me, because I've heard some thoughts on what's planned entertainment wise. What do you think?
Oh yeah, it's going to be nice. Did you guys get an invitation?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
I'm in.
Oh okay.
Why?
He's my plus one.
Okay. All right.
Why?
He's an ugly date.
See,
My wife.
see what I'm saying?
I hope he put a wig on. Good
I'm
Lord.
not going to argue with you, Mr. Haley.
And you know
Fuck
that. Hey, they got a magic shop. Maybe they can help you.
It's your turn now. He's turned it to you. I just want you to know.
Is that
wherever
Chucky?
that thing goes, wherever that thing goes
Not
now,
saying a word.
anybody in the room.
I didn't know you talked.
He's just trying to stay out
Shaking
of.
your head, or you gonna talk?
No, I'm just trying to stay out of the way.
You're not even looking at him. You won't even make eye contact with Charles Haley.
I'm frightened.
Why? He's a sweetheart.
Oh, look at that! Look at my teeth.
He's smiling. Yeah.
Chucky is on the chain.
What's your question, man? Talk.
Do I need to wear a tie tonight?
Wear what you want.
Thank you.
But if you wear a tie, you make me mad. Guess what? It's gonna be a loose.
See, a reason why I should not wear a tie tonight.
Or talk.
Or talk.
Yeah,
Or talk at all.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Rich
looking
doing a
forward.
good job.
Everybody come in, man. We would draft first rounders like Shante Carver. These guys, this dude's a first round draft pick, defensive end, and Chucky just beat his brain down. By the time he was really no good after about a year or so. You know,
Chucky Haley?
Oh my God, he just beat him down, man. He would say, "I'm trying to find out if he's a dog. No, you breaking this man. That's what you're doing." He would break people. If you're not strong.
Is that whose car you peed in? Did you pee in his car?
No. See that there you go with rumors. That's how rumors get started. Hey, but what guys don't understand is, I talked to him a couple weeks ago at the Star. And, he was telling, man, I looked at you as a father figure, blah, blah, blah. I said, bruh, they drafted you to take my job. I ain't gonna give it to you. I said, so you know what? You can whine all day. But you know something? I didn't give it to you. I say, and I gave you all the opportunity because I didn't go out to practice much. But when I did, I brought it. You know what I'm saying? Hey. You know what Chuck said? Chucky said, hey, he put the pain on Charles, and Chucky brought the hell. Hello.
You imagine, man, the greatest thing in the world to be in the locker room with that every day.
Wow.
Every day. The one thing I would say, I didn't even have to worry about the defense. I knew it was going to play. Because you either play against the dude or deal with Chucky. And you rather just go ahead and beat that dude across from you than to deal with Chucky.
But, you know, my first year with them, we went to Mexico. So Michael had to get his passport. And he checked other because he's so dark, he blue. So he had to put blue there. Hey, what color? I said, damn. He put blue. I said, man, what's going on? What's really going on?
It's crazy, man.
Charles Haley and Michael Irvin. This has been a blast. Thanks for doing
crazy,
this.
man.
Appreciate it.
Oh, my
I'll see you
God.
tonight at the Jones.
Well,
I'll
looking
see you at the
forward to
jacket dinner first.
At the jacket dinner.
I'll
Then
get
we'll
you
go
guys
there,
out
man.
on time, I promise.
Great weekend. All right, buddy. All right,
Michael
man.
Irvin,
Thank you.
Charles Haley.
Thank you.
Everybody, close your convertible. Close the top.
They better lock the door. Michael Irvin's in town.
And close the top. Charles Haley's heading to the parking lot.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on radio stations across the country and audience.
If you like that, download our app. Please, just if it's a memory thing, just delete other apps. You don't need those apps. This app, the Rich Eisen Show app, you need that.